Going on, everybody? Mahai back at it with another Clash of Clans video. And today I've got a TownHall 17 attack strategy using dragons and lightnings. But this is a cookie cutter army you can copy and paste at any TownHall level. I've used this at lower TownHalls for years on accounts that I just don't play on that often. I just use for war. This is the army that I go to every time, and it just works so well at every TownHall. It's very simple as well. All you're going to be bringing is a spell factory completely full of lightnings. Your army camp's completely full of dragons. You need one more lightning in your clan castle and then a rage spell. I like bringing a blimp with yetis, but you can change that up if you want to. For equipment, I'm running the minion prince with just the default abilities. And then the queen, I'm using the giant arrow and the healer puppet. Then I'm using double books on the warden, and then the rocket spear and the electro boots on the royal champion. So I'm going to get into a friendly challenge first to show you how this works, and then we'll hop into a Legend League attack. Alright, so this is very, very simple. So you have 12 lightnings. So all you're going to do is eliminate all the air defenses first before you drop anything else. You're going to drop 3 lightnings on one air defense, 3 on another, 3 on another, and 3 on another. And then all 4 air defenses are already out of the way before you even send in your dragons, which is really good. So then I'm going to send my queen probably somewhere over here. And I'm just going to shoot her giant arrow just to funnel. I really don't have to worry about these air sweepers, but generally you want to be aiming for air sweepers with that giant arrow. And then I'm going to drop my royal champion over here on the other side and use her rocket spear ability. And her rocket spear will take out a bunch of this stuff up here. And the electro boots will also take out some of that trash and set that side of the funnel. So then everything over here should be gone. The queen should deal with all this stuff here. And that leaves us a perfect path right through the base with our dragons. And that's what we're going to do. And then obviously we're going to send the blimp and protect that with the Eternal Tome and try to get that to the Town Hall. And then you're going to drop your yetis on the Town Hall and just drop a rage. And that's as simple as it gets for an attack strategy. And that's all you got to do. And then you got to sit back and just wait for your dragons to coast through the base. So let's get rid of this drawing and let's press play on this replay here. And I'll just show you. We'll go with that exact same plan. Lightning the air defense there. Lightning on the air defense there. Last 2 air defenses up here at the top. We'll use our last lightnings on those. All the air defenses gone now. We're going to be coming in from behind both fire spitters, which is nice. And we also were able to take out both of the air sweepers with our lightnings because they were close enough to the air defenses. So if you ever see that, definitely do that. So again, royal champion rocket spear on one side, queen giant arrow on the other side, all the dragons in the middle. I'm going to delay my blimp just a second here. And we luckily triggered the tornado trap with the dragons before our blimp gets there, which is clutch. We also catch our queen and our warden's ability to help heal her up. That's also really clutch. Our blimp should make it to the Town Hall here with no issues. We're going to rage. We should be able to deal with that Town Hall. They didn't actually make it into the Town Hall compartment, but those Yeti mites have no problem taking it out. We shoot our giant orb, I think it's called, or dark orb. Dark orb is what it's called, from the minion prince. Frost over everything on the backside of the base. Queen goes down to a royal champion. A royal champion is going to die here, but that's fine. We have nothing left up here to target that dragon unless it dies to a trap, obviously. We have a massive pack of dragons down here at the bottom with the minion prince still alive. Our warden's still alive. We got our sneezy spawning boogers for us. Healers on our queen, which should stay alive no problem because there's so many air troops out ahead of them now. There's absolutely no way they're going to get hit by seeking air mines. So unfortunately, our minion prince does eat a seeking air mine. I don't know how I targeted him with all those dragons there, but he does go down. Goes to Phoenix, gets a little bit more value. And look, this base is crushed. Our dragon's going to take out that hero hall at the top. The last few defenses that can actually target our dragons are going to get absolutely overwhelmed here by this massive pack. And that's going to be an overkill. And like I said, it doesn't get much simpler than this attack here. That's why I really like it. Like I said, it's a cookie cutter army. You can use it the same way on every base, not actually have to think about it. And it works at every Town Hall. So that's why I'm a big fan of it. So let's go hop into one more replay, and then I'm going to get into a Legend League attack. Alright, on to the next replay. This time we've got double poison towers. So we're going to use our lightnings on those 2 air defenses down at the bottom, and then at the 2 at the top. Again, air defenses are gone. Now this is one where you'd want to aim your giant arrow for an air sweeper. But as you guys know, I don't hit anything with my giant arrows. So in typical fashion, I miss. But it's alright, no big deal. And this time I actually had the action figure on the queen, but I did switch that up to the healer puppet. You can use whichever one you want. They both work. My action figure is just too low of a level to justify using it right now, I think. So we send everything else in. Again, delay the blimp just a second. We use an early warden ability this time because we were able to catch our royal champion in there. I wanted to keep that Royal Champion healthy if at all possible. So we're going to rage now when our blimp drops. Should be able to take out that monolith, hopefully get the Town Hall, but even if we don't get the Town Hall, we still get pretty good value. Send our Dark Orb from our Minion Prince. And that Town Hall is so weak. I just need a couple more Yeti Mites, and they unfortunately freeze up from an Ice Golem. That was unlucky timing. But the Town Hall does go down nonetheless. We've got a nice spread on our dragons now. Royal Champion is alive because I was able to catch her in the Warden's Eternal Tome, so if you can do that, definitely do that. We need to get rid of this Multi-Inferno in a hurry, and unfortunately we don't. We get a pretty nasty split. Can we take this out? Come on, I got a couple dragons on it and a booger. I need that to go down, and it is going to go down, which is clutch. We got that multi-gear defense down here at the bottom, and that's about all that's left that can stop us. But our Minion Prince is going to take that out, no problem. Even if it goes down, he's going to come back from Phoenix. Takes that out, and now we got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dragons still left. We got our Warden still up with the Sneezy. Our Phoenix is working on that Tesla there. Oh, there's actually 2 dragons here, so I think we have 7 dragons still alive. So really good. Another nice crushing 3-star, even though I hit nothing with my giant arrow, so we were fighting air sweepers a little bit in that attack. But let's go hop into a Legend League replay now. Alright, into the Legend League now. I've actually seen this base quite a few times before, but again, just start by lightning out the air defense. That's what's really nice about this attack. You can just use it the same way every time and not really have to think about the base layout. We're going to shoot our Queen's Giant Arrow, and we actually hit an air sweeper that time, which is a miracle for me. We use our Royal Champion up here with the Rocket Spear. It's just so nice. It's good synergy that your Rocket Spear can reach over the walls and take out the defenses, and then your Electro Boots take out all the trash. So it just sets a really good funnel. We delay the Blimp and the Minion Prince just a second again. Wait until the Blimp gets right to the edge of that Eternal Tome. We'll hit the ability. Hopefully I can make it onto that Rage Tower in between these 2 Fire Spitters in the Town Hall. That could be huge value for my Yetis. We rage them up. And what are they targeting? I think they're fighting off the enemy king right now, but we get the Town Hall. And we get both Fire Spitters very weak. We shoot our Dark Orb from our Minion Prince to really slow down that damage incoming. And they should be both pretty much one-shot now. And they are. So again, we got a really nice spread here. We got the Minion Prince to deal with and that single Inferno. We do have a multi-arch tower at the top, but that's basically it at this point. We should be able to coast through this no problem, because if you look at the bottom, Queen's still alive with her healers. There's nothing that's going to be able to take her out. Mini Prince does go to Phoenix, but does take out that Ricochet Cannon, which kind of sucked. I was hoping he could take out that single Inferno, but I don't think he would have been able to with the King anyway. But taking out that Ricochet is nice too, because it helps protect our Queen now as she rounds this corner. It's going to be a little tough for the Queen, because she's going to be having to fight that King. I just hope she doesn't get targeted by that single Inferno. Luckily, the King walks way out over here, and we're able to deal with him away from that single Inferno. So our boogers now should be able to pick up tanking on that single Inferno, no problem. We got the dragons at the top, take out the multi-archer tower, and yeah, this is completely overwhelmed. The X-bow goes down. Queen's going to be completely healthy at the end of this attack. Same with the Wardens, still have healers. Only a couple dragons left, but it didn't matter. Our Queen could have cleaned basically anything up at this point. We do have just the laboratory all the way over here across the base. So we've got to fly all the way over and pick that up. So I'm going to do a live Legend League attack for you guys now. And even if it fails, I'm just going to leave it in just to show you guys worst case scenario. Like I said, it's not going to be as consistent as some of the meta attacks, but it is just a really simple cookie cutter attack that works really well. So let's go get into a live Legend League attack now. All right, what do we got here? Okay, the Town Hall on the very, very edge of the base. So I'm hopefully going to try to get my Blimp into this section here by the monolith. And what I'm actually going to do here, I'm going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to use 2 lightnings to take out both of these air sweepers, and then I'll just leave up one of these air defenses. I'm not too worried about it. So we'll get the 2 in the core. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to have to leave 1 up here, but that's perfectly fine. I'm just going to use my last lightning here, and then I should be able to take that out with the Queen, no problem. And then we'll use the Royal Champion at the bottom. This is a pretty good setup so far. I want to get my... I'm going to drop a couple dragons down here, actually, to help set this funnel a little bit quicker. And we're going to drop everything else in. If I can get my Queen in this Warden ability, that would be really nice. One step forward. I think we got her. Okay, we did. That was perfect. So I just want to get my Blimp now onto that Inferno Tower. That was kind of a bad angle. I did rush it a little bit, so it's going to drop in the wrong compartment here. Yeah, that was not good by me. That was bad execution. I need my Minion Prince to turn. Okay, perfect. We got a huge Dark Orb ability. And I really screwed up that blimp. I had everything set up perfectly, and then I messed up the angle on the blimp, so I'm not getting nearly as much value out of my yetis as I had hoped. Got a bunch of dragons down at the bottom. This is going to be a little bit sketchy pushing through the backside of this base, fighting off that... Yeah, we got a super dragon. It's going to probably melt our queen. Queen goes down. Yeah, that was a really bad blimp by me. Oh, man, there's so much damage up here. I wanted to land my yetis in the core, but I just got in a rush and dropped my blimp too quick so I could try to catch that queen and that warden ability. And I ended up sending a horrible angle on my blimp. So look where it landed. The yetis had to beat through a wall, so they basically got no value. Or this probably would have been an easy 3-star. But I'm going to leave this in just to show you guys, don't make that same mistake as me. You want to actually make sure your blimp is taking the right angle to land where you want. Like I said, usually you're going to go for the town hall, but with this one being way up at the top like that, I was trying to do something different. So I completely screwed that up. But I'm going to leave it in. I'm not going to hide that from you guys. I'm going to show you worst case scenario what can happen, and you guys can learn from that mistake. If you guys use this, let me know in the comments how it works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys next time.